Hi folks, it's Christiana Gaudet with another answer to your questions about tarot. Today's question comes from Colleen. She has asked for some help interpreting the Swords cards. She has been studying tarot for a long time and still has a hard time wrapping her brain around the swords. Well, that's not so unusual, Colleen. You're certainly not alone. The swords in many ways are a difficult suit to interpret, and I would say that's because we have these really tough images. And you know, one great thing about tarot is the images are very evocative, but you know, what is evoked when we look at things like this? It makes it difficult. Another thing that makes it difficult is that many people define the suit based on the suit's most difficult cards. I have seen tarot readers refer to the suit of swords as the suit of pain or the suit of fighting. And while, okay, there is some pain and some fighting in this suit, I don't think that we really want to define the suit that way. So here's the way I see it. The suit of swords is typically related to the element of air. And when we think about air, we want to think about thoughts, ideas, communication, and truth. Now, that's easy when you look at the Ace of Swords. Let me get it so you can see it. There we go. The Ace of Swords. I have a new idea. I've learned a new truth. That makes sense, right? The Two of Swords. I'm deciding between two different ideas. Now, when we look at the Three of Swords, perhaps the truth we have learned is about someone else's lack of integrity. Perhaps someone else's unkind words, unkind communication has hurt us. With the Eight of Swords, we are blindfolded and put in a cage made of our own thoughts. So when we think about thoughts, ideas, words, and truth, sometimes words hurt. Sometimes we have communication problems. Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes people don't tell the truth. And sometimes we think too much. When we look at what is arguably the most devastating card, the 10, what if this person is laid low by his own thoughts and beliefs? What if he's allowed himself to be laid low by other people's unkind words or untrue actions? This is a way to interpret the cards that gives us a lot of control. Because let's face it, when we're feeling sad, when we're feeling hurt, when we have heartache, 9 times out of 10, it is because of a communication problem. It is because something we believed to be true turned out not to be, or someone has been dishonest with us, or it is because our own thoughts are driving us crazy. Now, let's look at a more positive card from this suit. What about the Six of Swords? Aleister Crowley called this the card of science. And what we see here is that we are sailing towards smoother waters. Let me get, there we go. We're sailing towards smoother waters. You can see that here the water is very choppy, but out in the distance the water is smooth. Now water represents our emotion. The swords are floating above the water. Why is this the card of science? Because logic moves us forward. If we can think rationally and logically, we rise above our emotion and move forward. So not all of the Swords cards are difficult. Some of them are. And when these cards come up in a reading, it's an opportunity for us to acknowledge hurt, to acknowledge pain, and to really think about it. You know, Eleanor Roosevelt said that no one can make you feel inferior without your permission. And I think about that with these cards. When we look at some of the difficult swords cards, the question is, what is hurting you? And is it a pain that needs to be dealt with and acknowledged and healed? Or have we given someone permission to make us feel badly? So those are some ideas about the suit of swords. I'll be doing a webinar on this tarot suit coming up in the fall, and I hope you'll join me for that. In the meanwhile, if you have a question about tarot, all you need to do is email me, and I'll answer it for you. Thanks so much. I'll look forward to seeing you again soon.